You're listening to PetLifeRadio.com.
Hello, pet parents. This is Michelle Fern, host of Best Beds for Pets on PetLifeRadio.com. Okay, today is all about treats, but different, very, very different types of treats. You're probably thinking, what is so different about treats? Stay tuned. I will let you know. We'll be right back.
Sit. Stay. We'll be right back after a short pause. Well, 4 to be exact.
Every pet is unique. Maybe they're gray in the muzzle, yet young at heart. Maybe they're growing out of the puppy stage and into their paws and ears. Or maybe they're just trying to maintain a more girlish figure. At PetSmart, we have the right food for your pet at a great value for you. PetSmart. Be better together.
Go to PetSmartDeal.com and save up to 30% on awesome gifts for the pets and pet people in your life. Toys, collars, leashes, PetSmart gift cards, treats, and more. Go to PetSmartDeal.com today. PetSmartDeal.com.
Let's talk pets on PetLifeRadio.com.
Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back, pet parents. I would like to introduce Brooke Bonell. She is the Director of Product Development for Consumables for Fetch for Pets. Hi, Brooke.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great.
Good.
I know Fetch has a lot of different products, but what I want to talk about mostly is a new product that you have called Spinz.
Well, Spinz is a very exciting line for us. We actually think it's probably one of the most innovative toy treats out there right now in the market. And we're about to launch our new packaging, which is nice and bright and vibrant. I can definitely go into that for you if you'd like right now.
I know in talking about the Spinz, let's talk about this a little bit about the Spinz first, because I think there is quite a difference about them. And my testers like them. And also, I want to talk a little bit about what they're made of, because I think it's something different, because Mr. Z, Mr. Picky, really liked it.
Sure.
Let's talk about the shape. Why are they called Spinz?
Well, Spinz is an actual toy that in the center, we've created it so that the item actually spins when the dog is holding it, or even you can hold it by yourself and twirl it. It actually spins in the center, which allows it to be a more interactive toy for a dog. So we like to call it an interactive chew toy. It's a great treat because it's long-lasting, and you never have to worry about if it's good for your dog or not. It's extremely healthy and nutritious. It's low-calorie, highly digestible. It's gluten-free, and it actually helps clean and freshen the dog's breath by scraping off plaque and bacteria on the enamel of the teeth. So we're really excited about it because, you know, people worry all the time if your dog's chewing on it and there's a piece that might get stuck. You know, is that something we have to be concerned with? No. It's completely digestible, so it's definitely a safe chew treat out there that we really are strong and passionate about.
My two main dog testers, Mr. Z and Nikki, are very different, as my listeners know. Nikki is a little Havanese dog, and he'll eat anything. He's like a doggy vacuum. He'll anything. I always thought little fluffy dogs are picky. No, anything. He'll eat anything. And Mr.
Sounds
Z,
like me.
And well, Mr. Z is also known as Zeus. He's the picky one. You know, fussy. He licks.
Right.
He's delicate. He doesn't, eat too fast. And I'm always at my wit's end trying to find something, especially, he likes very few dental type of treats. And he's not big on bones, and he's not big on playing with toys. He likes his live, brothers versus, his live fur brothers versus the toys. Now, he really liked his Spinz.
That's so great. We're very excited to hear that. We do offer a variety of flavors, so I'm not sure which one you gave him.
I tried 2. I got 3 samples. Of course, Nicky he loved it. And then he went after Mr. Z's because Mr. Z is not as obnoxious as Nicky is as far as he'll let him have it. He's like a mellow, one of these like mellow, cool. He'd be like a hippie if he was a person.
Oh my God.
Nicky would be that, that uptight, yuppie type that, eats fast and works fast and does everything fast, if they were people.
So funny.
So
it's really like having children, right?
Yeah,
they're completely different, but from the same family.
And so I tried I don't remember the names. You always remember the colors. So the dark green, larger one, and Mr. Z liked that one, but he really liked the one that was a little bit lighter in color, like almost, it looked like maybe, is there a peanut butter one?
We have a peanut butter, a chicken, and a bacon. So I definitely think that so far it seems like the peanut butter is a big hit, but then you have the bigger dogs, which I find like ravage the bacon flavor. They really think it tastes like bacon, and it's nice because when you take it out of the packaging, it doesn't have that bacon reek smell. So it's not something you get turned off by even as a pet owner, and the dogs seem to love it.
He really liked it. And then, of course, Nicky liked it too, and I had to move Licky away and get it back to Z, because he's not going to go and fight for his treats, although he really did like it, and I was afraid that might happen. So anything that gets his star of approval is amazing for me.
And what's really nice is that you also are probably aware that it's very difficult to clean your pet's teeth. It's hard enough getting us humans to brush our teeth. We don't want to be scrubbing in 3 times a day, but for pets, it's even more difficult. So it's nice that there's a treat out here that we can provide that not only benefits the dog in a dental way, but is also safe and healthy and delicious and keeps them active while you're out of the house, which I'm sure you are working most of the time.
Yes, and those are all the things that I love. I love the fact that it helps with his teeth because he's an older dog, Mr. Z, and I'm almost to the point where I'm getting a little nervous about getting his teeth done. So I'm looking at other things to do, once they hit 8, 9, around that age. And, as most pet parents know, when your dog's teeth are clean, they have to be put under anesthesia. And, for people and for dogs, any animal, that's a risk. And the older you get, the more dogs and people, there's a risk. So it's a tiny concern of mine, but it's a concern, maybe more than tiny, but it's a concern. So I'm always interested in finding something that's good for him, that will be helpful for his teeth. And the fact that it keeps him active and busy with a toy, which is another thing he doesn't usually like, is a bonus.
Well, my dog is the same way. I have a little Pomeranian. He thinks he's the king of the house. His name's Yankee, and he feels the same way. He's very picky, and he had a few seizures, so I'm also a little weary about putting him under. And when I gave him this, he had the chicken, small chicken, because we have 3 different sizes, which is nice for all size dogs. And I gave him the chicken one, and I saw gradually over the weeks his teeth were going from a darker shade of brown to more of a lighter shade of yellow, and I was so excited that he was enjoying it, but at the same time benefiting from the oral care line.
The Spinz product, for everyone listening, what are the sizes? I know you mentioned the flavors before, but if you don't mind mentioning them again so that people know what to look for when they're looking for the Spinz Toys treats.
Yes, so the Spinz will come in 3 sizes. There's a small, a medium, and a large. The small is for up to 15 pounds, we say. The medium, 15 to 40 pounds, and the large, we'd say about over 40 pounds. So there's 3 sizes and also 3 flavors. It's peanut butter, bacon, and chicken. So we have a pretty good amount of SKUs out there. We have multi-packs, if you don't want to just buy one, or if you do just want to buy one and maybe even bring it to someone's house just for them to test out. And then we have some double packs. So we offer just a variety of sizes and flavors, and we're looking to expand the line as well. So any suggestions, I'd love to hear what your dog's favorite flavors are.
I was thinking, since it is a dental treat, is this something you can give your dog weekly or daily? And is there an idea maybe for like you know how for humans you chew sugar-free gum to kind of help your teeth or whatever? Obviously dogs can't do that. But is there an idea for a smaller Spinz just for like a daily, instead of a daily Spinz, a daily brush? Because I don't know how often they can have Spinz.
Well, you can have it every day. It's, like we said, so safe that it's recommended as a treat every day. If they're eating it and it's helping them wipe away that plaque and tartar, that's what we encourage. So every day's fine. But we also do have, in a different line with our Fetch company, we actually represent the Arm & Hammer brand for oral care for pets. So we do dental toys specific to your pet's oral care needs, as well as toothpaste and brushes that maybe would be a better benefit for your dog as far as that's concerned.
Now, you started to talk a little bit about Fetch, and before we talk about, because I know that there's a lot of other products that Fetch has, as far as the Spinz, that's good to know that they're safe for the dogs to have on a regular basis. Where can my listeners listening thinking, okay, this is a good idea, where can I find Spinz?
Well, Spinz right now are in a lot of private label retailers, but you can also go to Petco and PetSmart. And I actually, to be honest with you, I need to get an updated list because we just have some new retailers that have been added on. So I'd love to provide that to you even on the side.
Okay, perfect. Now, is there a website people can go to if they just remember the word Fetch and forget the words? I don't know why they'd forget the word Spinz, but is there a website they can go to find out more information on flavors and so forth?
Yes, of course. You can go to fetch4pets.com. So that's FETCH, 4pets.com. We also have a Facebook page. You can look us up there as well, Fetch 4pets. And any other questions or comments or consumer reviews, we'd love to hear from you on our Facebook page, or you can email us at sales@fetch4pets.com as well.
Okay, perfect. Now, Fetch has a lot of other products, and I know a few minutes is way too short, but just to give us maybe some of the highlights of some interesting things up and coming or new products, can you do that?
Yes. So Fetch is a company that was built by blood, sweat, and tears, as we like to call it. We love our passion that we have for our pets, our animals, and we've really tried to focus on what the needs of the consumers and the pet lovers are. So with that said, we have an Arm & Hammer line, like I said, for oral care, and that is with toothbrushes, toothpaste, dental toys and treats, all geared towards maintaining your dog's dental health. We do the Shout Pets line, which is a stain and odor line under the S.C. Johnson brand. We're very excited about that. We feel really strong as a brand in the market, and we feel that we are the best product out there that it will take away stain and odors from carpets, floors, and anything else you can wipe it off of. And we also are really proud of our Burt's Bees line. We do a grooming line for Burt's Bees for pets. It's shampoos, conditioners, deodorizing sprays, waterless shampoos. I could go on and on. All organic, like as it represents the Burt's Bees line. So that's something that's really exciting as well. And then we have a new launch for Arm & Hammer Treats, which has just been actually launched this year. We're really looking forward to seeing how people take these. We have a healthy, all-natural, USA-made treat that not only benefits a dog as far as oral care, but it's also delicious, and it's for dogs and cats. So that's something new.
Wow, that's a wealth of great products. And I know that a lot of people listening know about Shout for, clothing, which works amazing. A lot of stores use that too. It's an amazing product. So for pets, I'm sure that would be a great thing because a lot of us pet parents know when doggies get sick, they don't go on tile, they go on carpet. It's just a fact.
And do we yell at them? No.
You try to move them, you just can't win that battle, And Burt's Bees is just fabulous. I mean, they've made products for humans for a long time, and they have a lot of all-natural products, and their items are just fantastic.
Yes, we're really excited about being a part of their family. They're very great to work with, and we feel that it's just one of those things where people are just becoming more conscious of the environment and what's going into things. So just as humans are with their products, it's the same way as how they want to treat their pets. They're our family.
Absolutely. I mean, they're like fur kids, they're just, and we're more and more. Back in the day, you didn't think about, and I'm talking back in the day, many, many years ago, you didn't think about brushing your dog's teeth and, doing all these things. And now we're more aware, just like we are more aware for people of ways to take care of. And you just have to do these things.
Yes, and our grooming line is doing very well with Burt's Bees, and we're also going to be launching Rock Your Fur, which is a branch off of Rock Your Hair, which is by Michael O'Rourke. So we're very excited to be a part of their family as well, and it's going to be a fun, exciting new line with hair detangling spray and shampoos, conditioners, the whole line. So we're really growing and expanding and working fast here to keep up with the consumer's needs.
Oh, it sounds wonderful. Is there anything else that you wanted to add that maybe we didn't talk about?
Yes, I would say we also do the line of Off for pets, which is really nice because we really wanted to be a part of the prevention side of our pets' lives as well. So it's a preventative line for obviously flea and ticks, which I'm sure people are very familiar with. So that's something new. And of course, we have just great licenses that we love working with, and we're going to keep putting out amazing products. We do apparel and toys, and you name it, we do it. And if we don't do it, then let us know.
I know that Fetch for Pets has an amazing line. I just saw your booth at the Global Pet Expo. There's,
wonderful.
so many cool new products, just fantastic, that I'm just so excited to hear about them all. And my test crew loved Spinz, so I'm looking forward to getting some more, so they'll be happy
and
have nice teeth.
And we love donating to the ASPCA and anybody who comes along that would love these toys sent to their shelters. We really just love this world and just our pets, and we really just want to be a part of everything that involves them.
Well, thank you so much for coming on Best Bets for Pets and telling me and my listeners all about the products, the great products that Fetch for Pets has.
Well, thank you so much. I've really appreciated our time, and we look forward to hearing the feedback from our consumers.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back after this short break and a message from our sponsor.
Sit. Stay. We'll be right back after a short pause. Well, 4 to be exact.
Dyson.
The new Dyson Animal Vacs are powerful bagless upright vacuums for homes with pets. Air muscle and radio root cyclone technology generates the strongest suction power to powerfully remove dust, dirt, and pet hair from the home or car. To order your Dyson Animal Vac, go to DysonDeals.com. DysonDeals.com to order your Dyson Animal Vac today.
Dyson. Music to your ears.
Victoria Schaefer, aspiring actress, babysitter extraordinaire, college student, and animal enthusiast, is on her own for the first time in New York City. Follow Victoria and her 2 dogs, Rue and Echo, as she cares for her furry friends and juggles home life and career, all the while managing to survive in the world's most hectic city. The exciting animal adventures and secret stories from both ends of the leash that make up the Tales of the City.
Every week on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com.
Let's talk pets
Let's talk pets
on Pet Life Radio.
Pet Life Radio.
PetLifeRadio.com.
Welcome back, everyone. We are getting into warmer weather in most of the world, and that means it's time to get out more and get active with your pets. I have a great item coming up which allows you to do just that. This is such a clever item. I would like to introduce Bill Braman. He is the owner and inventor of DoggerJogger. Welcome, Bill.
Hey, thank you very much, Michelle.
Everybody that's listening is going, okay, DoggerJogger. Is this like a leash I jog with my dog, or what is this exactly? So let's tell everybody, giving them a picture of what it is, and then we'll talk about how you came up with it.
All right. Well, the DoggerJogger is the easy way to jog your dog in what we call the safety zone alongside your bicycle. It's the best way to give your dog a workout with the proper intensity and speed that your dog needs, either every day or twice a week or whatever your dog needs to maximize his best quality of life.
The DoggerJogger, I've seen other pieces that were kind of like this, but they're made out of very stiff plastic.
Right.
And I just never thought the stiff plastic pieces maybe were super safe. How did you, because the DoggerJogger is not made like that. Can you give a good visual for everyone listening?
Well, absolutely. See, the thing with the DoggerJogger is that there are no brackets, hardware, or tools required. It's completely made of leash material, nylon, like you would buy a typical leash. It has snap hooks, the same way you would hook your dog's collar or harness to a typical leash. And the innovation of the DoggerJogger is the multi-point attachment to your bike frame, pedal, and dog. So where our other products in the space are made of hardware and are hard-mounted with typically an arm that protrudes from your bike in either direction, the DoggerJogger mounts one at the bike frame right near the rear axle. The second place is on the pedal, and the third place is to your dog. So the three-point attachment allows a supple nylon leash to maintain its shape while it keeps your dog safely in the position where it can run free but safely.
It sounds so simple but so clever. How did you come up with the DoggerJogger?
Well, the long story short is we adopted this dog at 6 weeks old, and we didn't know how big he was going to be or what was going to happen. And he grew and he grew and he grew, and he needed exercise. So I happened to have an electric skateboard, which I started taking him out for runs around the block on this thing. Eventually, he almost killed me, and I thought, oh my, we've got to figure out a better way to do this. So I went to the Home Depot, I grabbed a tarp strap and a screen door spring, and hooked him up to my bike, and I temporarily thought I was a genius until he started running around behind the bike and getting tangled up. And that's when I thought, okay, how can I keep the dog at my side? And then it came to me. Attach the leash not only to the back of the bike at the rear axle, which is below the center of gravity for stability, but also attach it to the pedal. Now the Y shape keeps the dog neither going too far forward or too far back. Eventually, I added a bungee elastic material, special ways of attaching to the bike where you don't need any tools or hardware. And the next thing you know, we got the DoggerJogger. And my friends are saying, Bill, this is amazing. Can I get one? I'm like, of course not. I'm just trying to run my dog. This is not a business. They said, no, dogs of America need the DoggerJogger. They need an outlet. So, a year later, here we are. We're getting ready for the big spring-summer 2014 launch, and we couldn't be more excited.
I'm kind of klutzy when it comes to putting things together and all that kind of stuff, and I found it really simple to use. I just went for a short bike jog with the DoggerJogger, and my dog's older, and it didn't seem to bother him. I didn't go very fast. What I also like is that you can keep, since your dog is next to you, you can watch your dog in a sense and see how your dog is doing. How has your feedback been about that?
Oh, absolutely. The thing about the DoggerJogger is it keeps your dog in exactly the same position as if you were walking your dog in a heeling position. It's actually beneficial when you hop on the bike for the first time to tell your dog to heel because, first of all, if he knows how to do that, he'll drop right in the line and he'll be fine. But he's exactly next to you, in the exact same position as if you had your hand on that leash. So you can see your dog, and the thing about the DoggerJogger is, we like to say, in a sense, the dog sets the pace. Okay, you don't set the pace, the dog sets the pace. You watch your dog. How's he doing? Does he want to go faster? Is he moving towards the front of the safety zone? You can speed up a little bit. If he's starting to slow down, you can slow down. It's no different than walking your dog. If your dog wanted to go faster or slower, you see your dog the entire time he's in view of you. And what we really like to see, and we show on our videos, is how much the dog actually looks up at his owner. The dog is responding to the bike rider, and the bike rider is responding to the dog. And together they're getting a great workout and having a great time.
What size dog and what size person, what size dog is best for the DoggerJogger?
We found we've been to 3 pet expos in the past several months where we have a 20,000 square foot demo area. We've tested hundreds of dogs, and literally I didn't even see the benefit of this going to the expos, but I had the opportunity to go ahead and ride my bike with all these people's dogs so I could learn as much as possible, and then I would let them ride it too. And what we found was any dog that's appropriate for running, regardless of size, works for the DoggerJogger. Every dog, every time is what we like to say, but any dog that wants to run can work with the DoggerJogger. It's one size fits all, and if you believe your dog wants to run or wants to jog or wants to walk fast or go farther than you're able to go on your own 2 feet, then the DoggerJogger will work for you. So that's the main thing is the simplicity. And the fact you can broaden your range of experience with your dog.
But what about a pound size? I mean, obviously a 4-pound dog, this makes no sense for, right?
Right. I mean, we'd like to say just use your common sense. I've seen dogs that 15 to 18 pounds is on the very low end, but those are a couple particular breeds, which I'm not a breed expert, but those are dogs where the owners have told me, oh, this is a running, hunting dog, and it needs to run. And they've showed me as we go on a demo, like, okay, yeah, I see, of course. And we've had Great Danes. Now, I don't think the Great Danes are usually supposed to run very much, but as an example, you can go from a 20-pound dog to a 150-pound dog. They all work. It's based on, obviously, the owner knows best, common sense, what's best for your dog, and the speed, too. Because if you have an older dog, maybe that dog needs to walk 3/4 of a mile, and maybe that's just a little faster than you want to go if you're going to out with a leash. You can hop on the bike, and you can go along as fast or slow as you like. But what it does is it keeps the dog in travel mode. And this is an important part about the DoggerJogger. If I can summarize, typically when you walk your dog, let's imagine a poorly behaved dog. So typically you're walking a dog, and the dog does not heel. It's all over the place. It's sniffing here. It's sniffing there. It's jerking the leash. You're getting tired. You're like, oh, come on. What happens in the DoggerJogger is the DoggerJogger puts the dog on different speed. The dog is sniffing around because he's bored. He doesn't want to go the speed you're going. Now, you hop on the bike and you double that speed. We're not going fast, but we're going at the doggy trotting speed, the speed dogs love to travel at. Their mindset changes. They're no longer sniff and search. They're in travel mode. Travel mode is just, let's go straight ahead. And the behavioral change is amazing. It amazes everybody who rides a DoggerJogger with their dog, and I think you'd be amazed too.
It's a great idea because you're right. Dogs, when you're walking them, they stop, they sniff, they want to smell. They don't stay in motion. And I imagine it's healthier for them to be able to be in motion and have a bit of a, not maybe run if they're up to it, but at least a jog mode that they're constantly moving a little bit faster.
Absolutely. And what it does is it also gives the dog a job. So there's, one, it's getting a workout. And, if you're taking a walk down the shopping mall and you're looking around and this and that, you kind of get back to your car and you're tired, okay? But when you go for a run, okay, you're not stopping and looking at every window. You're not sitting down on a bench or, stopping for a coffee. You go for a run as a person. You go for your run. You're focused on running. You get back home. You're tired, but you feel energized. It's the same for your dog.
It's called the Jogger, but is it mostly, you really use it for bicycles, right?
So the DoggerJogger, and it's available at DoggerJogger.com and on Amazon, it's a bike dog leash. But one of the benefits of the DoggerJogger, because it's made of soft nylon materials, is it converts to a walking leash. So say you're out for a ride, and your dog needs to take that break, okay? You just unclip it. Walk around with your dog, let him do what he has to do, come back, clip it back on your bike. Because there's no bolts or tools, what we have is what we call a couple of dogger ties. They're just straps that wrap around the frame. There's a clip. It's good. It won't damage the frame or scratch the paint.
What a great idea. Are there different sizes? And I imagine there's one basic style, right?
It's kind of an invention where there is one item. There's one size. It's slightly adjustable, which is only because it can adjust to different size bike frames. But it really fits for all dogs because the reason the DoggerJogger connects to the dog's collar. We recommend a collar. Harnesses work fine, but the collar is good too. What we think is best. Because the DoggerJogger connects low on the bike, the leash actually comes up the dog's collar. So the connection is below the dog's neck. So any pressure on the dog's neck at all is the exact same sideways pressure that you might give to a dog if you're giving a correction on a typical walk.
Okay, so there's nothing that's going to cause unnecessary pressure or any injury on a dog or anything like that. No, absolutely not, because generally speaking, the dog knows its range of where it belongs because the bungee and elastic cord feature of the DoggerJogger, the resistance increases at an increasing rate as the dog moves farther and farther away from the desired position. So he feels that feedback, and he just goes back into line. Very rarely does the leash get fully extended, and that has been part of the design. We have a very strong bungee because we want to avoid the dog actually hitting the end of the line and getting kind of a jerking sensation. So that doesn't happen. As a matter of fact, if you were to let your dog pull you down the street without pedaling, and the dog was pulling straight ahead, even with that much pressure, the bungee does not fully extend. So it's always a little give and take, even under a fair amount of pressure. Oh, fantastic. Now, can young children, not too young, maybe 10 and up, can they use this too?
What we like to officially recommend is it's for adults who are confident bike riders. However, we've seen kids of all sizes taking their dogs out where appropriate. Teenagers with a medium-sized dog, no problem whatsoever. It's just a matter of, is the rider confident and is the rider responsible? Other than that, really the size versus of the man and the bike versus the dog. It's a physics question, and the bike and man have absolutely 1,000% sway compared to the dog's ability to disrupt the ride.
Well, it's such a great idea. Now, everyone that's listening is probably wondering where they can get the DoggerJogger. So you said it a little bit before, but I want to make sure that everybody hears it. So where can we find the DoggerJogger?
Well, you just go online and look up www.DoggerJogger.com. It's DoggerJogger. DoggerJogger.com has all the colors. We have 5 different colors right now: red, blue, silver, all black, and a new neon pink. It's also on Amazon. You can find it on eBay. But we prefer people go to DoggerJogger.com because that's where all the descriptions of how it works, the health benefits, the support page, the blog, all that's located for you to get more information and, of course, to order online as well.
Wonderful. Okay. Is there anything that we didn't talk about that you want to talk about or wanted to add?
There's probably one thing. One thing about the DoggerJogger that I like to stress is the emotional boost you get as an owner by utilizing the DoggerJogger. Here's the thing. Let me give you an example. How many times do you come home from a full day or even a workout of your own? You walk in the door, you've had a great day. Maybe it's with your kids, your family, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, I don't know. But you've had a great day of activities, sunshine, and fun. You walk in the door at 6 o'clock, and you look at your dog who's been sitting at home for 10 hours, and you have a little feeling of guilt. Like, I just can't take you out. I'm exhausted. Now, turn that around. You've had a long day, but you look at your dog and say, hey, want to go for a bike ride? Hop on the bike. Dog gets its workout. Get the dog home. 10 minutes later, everybody's happy. Dog drinks some water. He's on the couch. It's all good. So it's a way of achieving this great feeling of emotion of doing something good for your dog at the same time as you're having a great workout of your own.
And that's what it's all about. I understand completely. It's a great way, and it's kind of you're multitasking in a super positive way because you're exercising yourself and your dog gets the bond, and you said it the best. What a great idea.
Thank you very much. We like to say it's a simple solution to getting out, having fun, and being active together.
Absolutely is. I'd like to thank you for coming on Best Bets for Pets and telling my listeners all about the DoggerJogger.
Thank you very much, Michelle. This has been a huge pleasure, a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed being on the show, and it's been great talking to you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. I'd like to thank Bill Braman, the owner and inventor of DoggerJogger, for coming on Best Bets for Pets and telling my listeners all about the wonderful values of exercising with your pet and what a great product DoggerJogger is. And listeners, it was so much fun to use. And hey, anything that exercises me and my dog in my world is a huge plus. You can find out more about this product on the segment information section. There'll be a link to the website as well as a picture of the product. And I would also like to thank Mr. Z, who, even though he's a little bit of an old dude, he's not that old, he's only 8.5, but was a great tester with the DoggerJogger. So, shout out to Mr. Z. Did a good job. And especially thank all my listeners for doing a great job, getting me feedback and listening and finding me on Twitter. It's at Best Bets for Pets, and finding us on Facebook, and any pictures you want to post or anything like that. I'd love to hear from you. Any topics, a discussion, send them my way. And especially thanks to my producer, Mark Winter, for making me and my guest sound great. Thank you, and keep listening, please.
Let's Talk Pets, every week on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com.